Hey YouTube, how's it going? I'm just recording a video blog of today, I guess. Recently we've had new internet, so now I can upload like a shit more load videos. It's really cool. And it was usually over, which is that way of the house, which is near the backyard, the door of the backyard in the not the dining room. Well, yeah, the dining room, but we dine in the living room, the kitchen, and then by the back door, the dining room, we call it. But that's where the modem used to always be for my internet, and that's where the router, of course, same thing, and built-in one. And usually it would be there, but there's a giant freezer there that's honestly, like, it's just annoying me because it always clicks on, off, and that's what screws up our internet. That's why our internet was horrible, and that's why our internet's going to always continue to be horrible as long as it's still there. So, the new internet was supposed to go in there, but we got told that was interference. That's a later thing, though. Before that, when the guy was coming over to get us our new internet, he was going to put it there, but he was too lazy to, you know, get his ass up in the attic and drop the wire. Yeah. So, like, screw it. Let's put it in my mom's room, which is, like, a couple feet that way. That way, as in, to the left of me. I mean, that way. That would be the proper way, looking through my screen. That direction. So, we put it in there. It was fine. It was on the floor, though. And he chipped this little big piece out of our siding on our house. So it's like, what the fuck? And he drilled a hole in our wall. And now, before that, it was going to originally go back on my bed, around that area. I think more over here towards my TV, so that I could hook it up through Ethernet to my PS3. Thing is, my PS3 is now located in my mom's room, back that way through USSES, really this way for me. So, yeah, bad stuff. But when it was supposed to go over this direction, he drilled a hole, and he thought it was the end of the house, because he thought it'd be easier to just wrap the wire around the house. Like, who wants a wire around your house? You want it inside, through the attic, through all that crap, where usually all the electronic stuff is up there. Anyway, all the wiring, telephone wires, and etc. So, yeah, he drilled a hole through my wall. Yeah. Dandy. When he drilled through, he hit another wall. He didn't tell me that until, you know, we finished and he found out there was another room there. So he drilled through my wall, drilled through my sister's wall, which is on the other side of this room. Because this is the back wall you see right here. On the other side, there's my sister's room, where she resides. And so he drilled through my sister's wall and into her dresser. Damn right, into her dresser. So now there's a hole in my sister's dresser, there's a hole in my sister's wall, and there's a hole in my wall. Just fun. Anyway, so the guys, we were really unhappy. Number one, the router is used. They gave us a used router. It's like, what the why would you want a used router? That means you wouldn't be getting all of the correct internet because it might be banged up. Maybe they abused it, maybe somebody punched it or something. Who knows? So, we got a used one, and I personally think we don't get the right internet because of it. We ordered the 15 meg download, and can't remember how much upload, but it's a lot. I mean, just watching how fast it clicks, it's like going insane. This computer right now is hooked up through Ethernet after we got the whole new setup removed, or new setup done. And so shut up, and then that's my dog. And so, there's the inspector guys that came in. They told us that router couldn't go in the dining room because there's always going to be some kind of interference from the freezer in my mom's room. Seriously, we're going to put it on the floor. That's where it was, and it was horrible. So they came into my room, they're like, immediately like, oh, this guy's going to use it a lot. When they saw, you know, the Mac, the guitar amp, the keyboard, the Guitar Hero drums, the Guitar Hero guitar, my electric guitar, my laptop. They saw that, they're like, oh, it's gonna go in here. If it should go anywhere, it should go in here. So they decided to put it in, and behind this computer, because there's a wall right here, and there's a wall, and it's a pretty thick wall. There's a pretty big gap. So, I mean, that was a really good idea. The fact that it'd be easier to drop the wire, find that point, and drop the wire, right? I mean, yeah, that's just a whole common sense. This would be the best place because of the the appliances, my bad, and how thick the wall is. I mean, it's a great place because you're not gonna you know, it's not gonna be some thin ass wall right here where, you know, here's my wall, here's my sister's wall, and there's this small area. So now it's in my room, and it's right here. Netgear. Says that right there. Then, there you got power, cable, which, you know, that's not really important. Upstream, downstream, wireless, upstream, downstream, wireless, 1, 2, 3, 4, those are the Ethernet ports. I'm using Ethernet port 4, as you can see 4 is lit up. Anyway, enough of that stuff. Gotta get this back in place, sorry about that. There we go. Mouse works. Keyboard. I hate this keyboard. If you ever want to get an Apple computer, I mean, of course, when you get an Apple computer, which, if you get a desktop or a Pro, well, actually, yeah, if you get a desktop computer overall, an iMac, and you get one of these keyboards, you won't, of course, but never get this keyboard. Never. You may think it looks really nice. It's like, oh, yeah, sexy, but no. The new aluminum one is the way to go. Anyway, enough of my old school Mac talk. I mean, what am I to say? I've got a 1.6 gigahertz iMac and 1 gig of RAM, 120 hard drive, insanity. So, anyway, off of Mac ranting. I want the new MacBook Pro! Anyway, so yeah, they dropped the wire down here because they were actually good enough. I'm not quite sure if they fixed the hole. I didn't watch them do that. It was on MLK Day. It was Monday, so that's really cool. I was off of school to get to see them do all that and make sure they're doing all the right crap. Yeah, but about the whole used modem, they said, go to Time Warner, it's just down the street. Literally, like, I could walk there right now. I could walk there, give them the router and say, hey, bitch, this is used, I want a new one. They'd be like, oh, here you go. Yeah. Then another problem we faced through when the guy first installed it is, you guys know the 192.168.0.1, the whole router subnet gateway address site where you can edit all your firewall, port forwarding, port triggering, and port blocking stuff. Yeah, well, they never told us what the password and the username was. How do they expect us to know that it's admin and password, or admin and no password? It's really annoying how they just expect us to know that. I mean, I didn't know that. I mean, I saw a couple of YouTube videos where people were like, and now, when you do the port forwarding, it's going to be the admin and password. And I'm like, it's like, seriously, why couldn't the guy tell me that? Well, before I saw those videos, I already found out, so, I mean, I didn't have much to go about. So, yeah. Finally was able to do some port forwarding, of course. Gary's Mod hates me when it comes to servers. Like, all Source hates me when it comes to servers. I want to host my own server so bad. My next video is going to be about my new Gary's Mod parkour clan. Oh yes, parkour clan. Yeah, so I'm creating a parkour clan for Gary's Mod. Next video, I have to get back off that because I've got to put in so much description. But that's also a cliffhanger to tell you, hey, I love Gary's Mod. I think that whole parkour thing's pretty cool. Go check out his clan. It's going to be a pretty awesome clan. It's going to be a lot of pressure on my guys. I mean, I'm really good at doing my parkour. Really good. A lot of people can't do the stuff I do. Besides people that are better than me, of course. A lot of people are better than me. Yeah, I'm also getting a team of coders, me, friend, and another guy who decided to, you know, come and say, hey, I'm a pretty good coder, I'll help code this. Because the Gmod parkour is only 20% done and one of the guys left the team. So, I mean, we're going to take over. Oh, yes. Oh, baby, we are going to take over. Anyway, you can hit me up on my site. You should see something in the description. Right there. And, well, you might not, actually. You might see it in my profile. So, boop, subscribe, and then go to my channel, and you might see updates on my new site. Because, well, let's just say I've been working on other sites. Haven't really ever gotten to updating my site, or creating my site overall. So, I'm running out of time here. Got my new internet. I'll see you guys later. Dips to Phoenix.
Possibilities are never ending.